Kennedy back with plants part 4. This is the last video on plants we have, and it's going to be dealing with plant responses and defenses. Now, when we talk about plant responses, we automatically have to talk about tropisms. Now, tropisms, the first one is phototropism that we talk about, and that's how a plant bends toward light. Now, how this is caused is if you looked at the stem of a plant and the cells within the stem. So here's the stem, here's the cells that make up the stem, okay? Auxins are hormones that cause the cells to elongate. So if this cell here were all of a sudden get this big, that would cause this stem to bend in that direction. And that's what actually happens. So in this plant over here, the auxins are growing on this side, causing it to bend toward the sunlight. Some plants do this continuously throughout the day, like sunflowers, for example. Gravity tropism is a plant's response to gravity. You know, no matter which way you plant a seed, such as over here to the right, no matter how you lay the seed, right, up and down or whatever, the roots will always grow down and the shoot will always grow up. You know, it does this by gravity tropism. The seed knows which way is up and which way is down. Thigmotropism is a plant's response to touch. I often use the example of pole beans, how the beans wrap around the vines that we use to stick them with, or ivy that has little tentacles that go out and wraps around. But another example would be mimosa down here at the bottom. Whenever you touch mimosa on the leaf, it will actually fold up, as you can see over here on the right-hand side. All right, the last thing is photoperiodism, and that's when a flowering is responsive to the length of days. Shorter length days may cause them to flower, or longer length days may cause them to flower. In North Carolina, when the days become shorter, that means you're getting into the wintertime, and when they become longer, you're getting into the summertime. So the plant actually responds to photoperiodism, the length of the day. Next is plant defenses. You know, it's responses to herbivores, which are plant eaters, and it's often called herbivory. These are animals eating plants. It's called herbivory. So if you see that in any of the essays on the AP exam, you'll know what it means. Plants prevent excessive herbivory using both physical, such as thorns on the plant, which keep animals from eating it, and chemical defenses, maybe being distasteful or even having a toxin. Some plants, like down here at the bottom, for example, may actually produce an amino acid, canavanine, which is very similar to arginine, and when an animal eats it, it substitutes itself for arginine inside their DNA sequence or inside their protein sequence, and it actually causes the animal to die. So they may eat a little bit, and then they get this, and that does away. You know, and some plants may even recruit predatory animals to help. I know of one particular plant that whenever it's starting to be eaten, it gives off a chemical smell that attracts a parasitic wasp that comes and lays eggs on the caterpillar. So plants have defenses against herbivory, even though you may think they do not. All right, now I hope this helps you a little bit understand plants, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.